Welcome back to Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'm standing here because we cannot see any of the elements of the table, which means it actually kind of looks like I'm just standing in the hedge maze. Huh. Doesn't quite work if I crouch, though, because I'm still very clearly on the same level as the top of that bench over there. Oh dear. Last time I put the finishing touches on the pink table. Look at that, I can start running in midair. It's kind of funny. I just move faster. Doesn't lower the gun until he hits the ground, though. Oh, and I did check that. Everything to do with the cake tower seems to be done, so that's awesome. Got started on this. I do want to mention something I discovered in between these episodes, though. I was very disappointed to learn that there is an achievement for the previous level for finishing the cocoon last. Oh, I was so close to getting that entirely by accident. Gah! It was called Metamorphosis. Fuck yes. Hell yeah! That's two right off the bat. I think the base hat is clean, which is nice. It's green. Like the same sort of vibrant shade of green you would expect to see on the hat of a stereotypical leprechaun. Oh, that's a patch. That's what that is. Huh. At least he used green fabric. It does have little swirls on it, unlike the rest of the hat, but honestly, with a bunch of other hats on top of it, I don't think anyone will notice. Fucking... No! I, did have something cheerier to mention, though. Shout out to Clunk279, who has inadvertently, I feel, made a deep cut to my childhood. This brought back memories. And the comment, it was on the subject of the fork of horripilation, you see. Because, Clunk279's comment says, I think I heard one of the Ultima games had a weapon called... And now I get to tell you all a story. A story from Ultima VII, back in the day. The Black Gate. In that game, you could meet a farmer named Mac. He was a weird guy. The Ultima was originally made by Origin Systems. They later got bought by EA, and their name was used for their Steam ripoff, which is frankly kind of insulting if you ask me, but whatever. Like modern game developers, they were not above making references to themselves. This one is a bit more direct than I would expect, to be perfectly honest, because Ultima VII was a medieval fantasy setting. And there was a Kilrathi spaceship from Wing Commander parked in this farmer's backyard. All he knows is that a monster got out of it, looked at him, and then said, Kilrathi, which means that he's convinced that you need to find someone named Rothi and warn him that monsters are coming from the sky to kill him. Don't worry, though. He had something with him to defend him from the monsters, attack. Brained the Kilrathi pilot in one hit, actually. Because the other weird thing about Mac puts the alien spaceship to to shame in terms of weirdness. Specifically, Mac was once very tired of letting his hose breaking. And yes, obvious joke. Word has more than one meaning. Hardy har har har. Let's get that out of our systems. And he'd be out hoeing his fields and the tools that break in the hard ground, as they do. But he felt they should be lasting longer. And so he goes to see the local wizard, a guy named Mum. M-U-M-B. And, says to him, "I will pay you handsomely if you will enchant my new hoe so that it doesn't break. And you know what, while you're at it, how about you make it into an enchanted tool for farming? You know, make it much better able to cut weeds and till the soil and all that good stuff." And Mum agrees, and they name a price and agree on it. And things go, and he just hands over the hoe and leaves. What he did not know was that Mum was the first sufferer of something from that game's plot, a strange plague that made anyone skilled in magic eventually lose their fucking minds. In states ranging from total delusional nonsense to just coming across as a bit senile. And Mum had another customer that same day. A soldier who brought Mum his sword and wanted it to be turned into a fearsome weapon that would protect him in war. A weapon that no opponent could hope to stand against. I know this is a fairly common thing for enchanters to be asked to do. So he agrees. And then that night he gets confused. And the story goes that the soldier showed up the next day and discovered that his weapon, his sword, had been enchanted into a thing only suited for cutting grass, not for killing people or monsters. And he was so furious that he murdered Mum, presumably not with his sword. Get the purple table here, yeah. Purple. There are 4 tables. How did I not catch that? Huh. Of course, the step here is a separate table. Gah. Well, the goo is all the same color. Give me a break. Oh, colors. But, you know, Farmer Mac discovered that Mum had completed his work before he died. Except, again, he got the orders backwards. So what he found was a garden hoe with a glowing red head. A garden hoe containing such murderous power that no one can stand against it. What he had discovered, and what he brought home with him that day, was the hoe of destruction. And it is unironically one of the most powerful weapons in the entire game. Like, it's basically just a bludgeon, but it does so much damage that the fact that you look completely ridiculous while carrying it, you know, doesn't bother you, the player, at all. I mean, hell, it was a party-based game, so you could totally give it to one of your NPC companions. It's apparently been referenced a few times over the years. John Romero of id Software was really well known as a fan of Ultima. And there is a level in, I believe, Doom 2 that's called Circle of Death. You know, it's just a big circle. Like, because the whole map basically has a circular shape to it. And if you look at the auto map while you're in that level, what you will see is that it's actually labeled the O of Destruction. But, there we go, got the purple table cleaned off. Didn't take nearly as long as the pink one, but I still feel pretty accomplished about that. I also got these spoons and... Oh, I missed a part of the knife. There you go. And I got this knife. Maybe now that I've completed it. Oh, I didn't even get the fork. Maybe I'll just try to leave that bit. Get the fork last here for getting in my way. What could possibly... Oh, the top! The top! Mad Hatter's stiletto tool cleaned. It does actually look like a stiletto. Huh. That's weird. The arms on these scissors have the same fancy design as the decorations on the arms on this hourglass. With these little fluted bits in the middle. I understand that in the System Shock game, System Shock 2, I did play the original one when I was a kid. Haven't played the remake yet. Looking forward to that. Yeah, why did I bring that up? Yeah, System Shock 2. You were a cyborg in the System Shock game, so one of the things you could do was literally find, like, video game cartridges in the world and play them on your head. So you just see a little picture-in-picture window of the game in your eyesight. Blew my mind when I was a kid. And I mentioned this because one of the games you could find apparently included the Hoe of Destruction as an item you could collect. Makes your attack stronger. Of course, the most direct reference is probably Titan Quest, the Diablo-style RPG, which straight up includes the Hoe of Destruction as a spear-type weapon. People are silly. There you go. Got the scissors. What's at the pins? Yeah, it looks like an old-timey hat pin to me. This one's got a pearl on the end and some gold filigrees bending around it in the shape of a heart, which is weird. I kind of thought he didn't like her very much. If I spray water directly onto this blue bead, will giant torrents of water come out of the big blue spot in the sky? I seriously doubt it, but it would be very funny, so I'm going to try. Alas. See, I saw this dark spot here, and I realized that the surface of this thing isn't dirty, it's just mottled. I was like, what? Is that like a globe or something? I was very amused, incidentally, when I glanced at the achievement list to see that there is at least one achievement for the SpongeBob DLC that is a direct reference to a meme. Because in one of the SpongeBob levels, there's an achievement for finding and cleaning Patrick's ID before you clean anything else. Achievement name: This Isn't My Wallet. Silly. Oh, I like that marble, though. The blackened one with the green mottled bits, or green, what is that, green highlights? Green spectral mapping? Kind of looks like a topographical map. Although the gold bits in this one are in the shape of a teapot, which makes way more sense. I need my ladder. Yoink! Excellent. Excellent. Why? Oh, right, looking down on top of something. That makes me go slow. Duh. I forgot about that. The middle hat, the tall hat, is blue, for the record. With a sea green band around the bottom that the Joker is tucked into. What the fuck? There's nothing tall enough for me to lean it against, but I put it right there, the ladder is in the way. Fuck. Okay, you know what? Maybe if I just go on top of it myself. Alright. That's cool. Nice. Oh, these angles. I still think sometimes about the achievement for beating the very first level in the main campaign. The Dr. PowerWash's van using nothing but the red nozzle. And what a tremendous amount of time that would take. Maybe if you with the flat sides of the van, you could get lined up with it, and then turn a dot into a line that way. But it feels like an enormous hassle. Get mulched, dirt! Oh, wait. Yeah, that was a bad example. I wonder if the patches are to show that, well, that he knows what he's doing. He can repair his hats when they're damaged. Oh, is there a... There is! I can stand on top of the legged teapot. Excuse me, sir. Don't mind me. I just need a better vantage point. Excellent. Well, might as well while I'm standing here. Deer. Didn't realize that was also part of the blue hat because there was so much red that I thought it was the color underneath the grime. The top hat does seem to be red. Okay, what would be crazy if one of these patches is in the shape of, like, the symbol of Zinch or something. Water in the hole! White nozzle. It's right up their ass. Seriously, this side of the brim of the top hat curls over so dramatically I have to go underneath it like I'm surfing a wave. I'm told hanging 10 is more fun than I would imagine this to be. How the fuck am I going to clean this side of the thing? Ugh. Mark my words, PowerWash Simulator 2, I need to get a jetpack or something. Ah. Jeez, I was standing fully upright. Careful. Both not to fall off and not to get that fork before it's narratively amusing. Well, I guess it's more like narratively amusing guest. And I'll see if I can finish that hat up there. To call it an episode. You know, I'm not sure the specific madness of Wonderland would lend itself to any of the Chaos Gods. It's extraordinarily disconnected and, well, frankly, you wonder how anything at all gets accomplished. To the top of the jug! Mad Hatter's top hat clean. Now I just need to get the band of that, the rim of that, and the top and the tall hat which still has some bits hiding from me. This hat looks even uglier now than it did when it was dirty. A green hat with a blue hat on top of it, and a red hat on top of that. That's even more garish than when they were all uniformly covered in jam. Alright. If you're not there... Well, I guess I'll just call it then. Ah! Maybe there. Well, that would have been nice. But no, that was not the solution. We'll have to keep looking. Oh, I see, under there. Okay, that'll help me get the rim. Oh, that'll be a nice spot to end on then. Damn it, stop doing that, me. Keep accidentally triggering free aim mode. Which is weird, because they also keep intentionally triggering free aim mode. It must be confusing. Alright, that's the rim of that. And look at that. Already. Less than one session, and this purple table is almost ready for prime time. Just need to get, I believe, this hat and the fork there. Gotta say, now that I've cleaned off the entire stack of hats, I am actually disappointed there wasn't a in this style card in there somewhere. Shame. I was considering solving that, but looks like they took 3 turns and then gave up. Hopefully it's tic-tac-toe with dirt anyway. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you on the next episode of Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. When we get back to cleaning, and we make this place look like it hasn't been smashed by the Hoe of Destruction. Later.